this is a. I've been like writing stuff, and I'm trying to take a new approach. I'll get an idea for a song and I record it. I do that all the time. But like yesterday, I had an idea, and I did it. I like wrote as much as I could, and then when I got stuck, instead of trying to force it out, I just went back through like voice memos on my phone and demos I made on my computer. And if there's something I vibe with, like in any ideas, I'll just work on it. And then when I run out, I run out. If I finish it, I finish it. And I kind of like 5 different songs I'm working on. And I have songs too that are completely done, have been released under other bands that like aren't on the internet or anything anymore, or never was. And I think I'm gonna add those too. It's gonna end up being a whole album probably, but I don't know. That's kind of how I'm working it this time around. It's been a minute since I've worked on originals, so I'm kind of just trying something new. This was something I was vibing with, so I'm gonna roll with it. I like all the chords and I like the changes. It needs some drums. And lately I've been trying to make things faster, which I think is totally fine. But like I was just working on a song that I wanted to make faster originally. It was like a jingle that I wrote for a podcast. And the guy said it was cool if I used it as a song, because it was just like a 60-second intro for his podcast or whatever. I tried making it faster, and I was like, I didn't like hate it, but I didn't love it, and I just, I kind of couldn't make a decision, so I just like changed instead of keep trying things, and I'm just gonna try and let everything as flow as naturally as I can, I guess, with this. So anyways, let's see if we can get some drums going. This was something I did, I think the date was like 2010 or something on this one. So I am just gonna see what happens. Alright, so these guitar tones are going to suck too, because this is, I still don't know what I'm doing, but this is when I definitely didn't know what I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so that's 8 bars. 5, 6, 7, 8, definitely want to double that. I'm thinking starting this, like, right now I'm just taking what I have and I'm chopping it up and just kind of putting together a demo, because I don't have a band to jam this out with. So I'm thinking about starting it like as a verse with this guitar part, just guitar and vocals maybe. And then it plays again, but the drums come in and like the bass maybe, probably. Is that doing that? So I just want to put like a fucking punk beat to everything, but I'm trying to also think outside the box. Tim, what's up, man? Thank you. Or it just like works with everything. Hold on. If you guys are okay, there we go. The comments were just popping up and then fading away. I didn't realize it. Looks like it's just Tim. Tim's just here. If you guys are here, say what's up. What's up, man? Yo, what's up, guys? I don't have any drums. Why don't I have... Oh, there we go. Raj, what's up, man? Trying to like think differently though, like what, because I feel like both of those beats that I thought of are just like, I also don't want to do like the first thing that comes to my head. I want to like work it. Yeah, man, we're kind of far apart. That's the only thing that sucks about it. These drums are like quiet, or the guitars go loud. There's always automation going on. Like, these comments are still fading away. Here we go. What's up, everyone? I literally have not been in this studio for like a month. I got real busy at my day job. I work at a warehouse that supplies a grocery store, so. And I just haven't been feeling creative lately, even with my covers. There we go. So, oh, it's on 64s. What is happening here? Why do these comments keep fading away? Nope. Well, maybe. Now I understand when people go live and they don't see when I ask stuff because it fades away. I was looking at the comments on I'm on a YouTube live and I just saw your head pop up on the screen. What's up?
Nothing. I thought Lily was with you, but I guess she's not.
No, she wanted to go to my mom's, so.
Alright, I'm gonna go over there for lunch.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya. I don't know what that was. Tim said hey. Oh, she didn't hear me, I guess. Wish the chat would just stay up. Hey Rosanna, what's up? Welcome to Boring Studio. this is kind of being stupid. Boom, boom. Cool. Are you, I guess, I think you said you work at Subway, right, Rosanna? I'm guessing it's not open right now. Man, I don't know how I would do that on the drums. Boom, boom, like that. Oh, I would like flam the first one. Now I don't remember what, it takes me so long to program drums sometimes I forget what I was trying to do. Man, I don't know. Oh yeah, Tim, that's right. You're still on the road, man. That's so crazy that sometimes the restaurants are still open. I mean, I think, I don't know. If it, like, you guys know me by now. I'm kind of just like, if it, I just believe what I see and take everything as I can understand the best that I can. And I think, you know, things get over exaggerated sometimes and stuff, but like the it being a thing, like having to stay away from people, like we keep getting email blasts and like ads and stuff for like Pizza Hut. The other day we got an ad like, we're still open, 50% off if you order today or whatever, and it's like, and they emphasize like they can do like a no touch order or whatever, like, or a no contact order or whatever. It's like it was still handled by people. Like, I don't know, we keep saying that in the warehouse too. It's like I've been working a day job at a warehouse, and it's like we've been, you know, the managers keep having us like practice social distancing or whatever, but there's like stuff like that at the warehouse, for instance, like they call a team lift, so you have to have someone help you lift it because it's just too heavy to their standards or whatever. And it's like, well, we can't be more than 6 feet apart when we do this and stuff like that. Like, it has to be shipped out, like, you know what I mean? And like the managers they all do their work at like a central desk, and it's like the computers are like 2 feet apart. Like, you can't, I don't know, there's no like divide or anything. So I mean, I don't know, it's just I mean, yeah, the things that we do, I think it probably helps, but I don't know how it could be completely avoided. Yeah, we've been sanitizing and stuff more too, but I don't know. Man, I kind of just want to go with the punk beat. Then I also feel like it should be faster. Why does this look like this? So strange. Oh, because it's muted? Maybe just like on the tom or something. Nope. Oh my god. I'm sorry if you guys asked me a question or something. Yeah, the punk beat definitely needs to go. I'm sorry if you guys are asking something, I'm not seeing it. If that happens, just try again. Punk beats are always the best way to go, bro. My finger's in the way. My bad. If you guys ask questions, it keeps fading away. I don't know how to make it not fade away on my screen, like your comments pop up. I don't know what it looks like when you guys are watching, but... yeah, I think that's definitely what needs to happen. It's definitely what needs to happen right here. It's the punk beat. Well, I don't know, guys. You ever see that South Park? I can't remember that guy's name. It's like Milton or something. No, it's not Milton. What is his name? Kyle's cousin with the thick glasses. Point of minimizing exposure. There's no way to eliminate it altogether. I really feel if we're gonna be smart about this. Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, we're doing what we can, or at least most of us. I keep seeing people post a lot of pictures. I haven't been out to the grocery store. I've just been like working and coming home and watching YouTube for like a month. But I keep seeing people post pictures of like people leaving rubber gloves like in grocery store parking lots and stuff. Like, who the fuck does that? Some people, man. Shit like that drives me crazy too, because it's like I feel like I've worked retail and restaurants and stuff, and it's like when you have a job like that, like you just already feel like you're at the bottom of the totem pole, like, or at least I do. Like I always felt that way, and even like being the new guy at my job, it's like people like us have to clean it up. So it's like there's a pandemic, everyone else gets to isolate, like we don't, and then you get to throw almost literal shit on the ground, and we have to clean it up. It's stuff like that's frustrating to me. And I feel like the people that throw it on the ground, like that's just how like they feel too. Like someone else will do it. Like I ain't doing it. Like. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a negative way to think, probably. It just gets frustrating. Like, we were in a good economy for a minute, and it's like, decent paychecks are coming in and all that stuff, and you're like, okay, whatever. And then stuff like this happens, and then for me at least, like, then I'm just like, dang, like, like, you get a little bit of strain on your paycheck, or like, being able to like protect your family or whatever, and it's just like shit. I don't know. That's when for me it like sinks in almost, See, I like that groove. Something like that. I guess it's something like that, yeah. I'm like trying to put like drums the way I think of them now to a song that I started writing in like 10 years ago, literally. Makes me laugh every time. What the heck? What is it? I use different drums now too, so I'm using these old ones that were already in the recording session. They sound weird to me. Sounds like it's like when it hits, it's like out of phase. Oh, it's clashing with the click. Oh, there's a second guitar in here. What happened to it? Definitely got to change up that tone. Screen cap video of your recording process. Oh, like while I'm live streaming, so you can see the. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm on my phone right now. I'd have to. I don't have a webcam. I'd have to get my wife has one, but she's been using it for work. She already works from home, but now since the rest of her company is working from home, because sometimes I would use her webcam, but she's been using it all day, every day now. I think I know how I could do that, but I don't know if my computer could handle that and recording either. But that is a good idea. I've seen people do that. I didn't even think to do that, man. Thank you. So this is what I'm trying to avoid. Like, this is what I usually do. Like, I'm trying to figure out a fill to go into the next part, kind of because it kind of goes into halftime with the drums. And instead of like right now, what I have is like okay, but it's not gonna be the final thing. I don't think, because I'm not like stoked on it, but I don't hate it. You know what I mean? So instead of like trying to like bash my brain and trying to figure out a fill, like I want to just try and keep it flowing, like get like the big main chunks of stuff flowing, and then just let everything come to me. Like because what's been happening the last few days is like I'll just be at work or something, and then I'll, like an idea for like something that I'm stuck on, like this fill will just like come to me instead of like keep. I don't know if that makes sense, because that's usually what I do is I'll just keep like trying and trying and trying. But I noticed that when things come to me, it like works better because I started doing it with my covers. All the covers you guys have been hearing that I didn't release on this month, but all the other months, I usually had recorded them, like especially these oldie ones I've been releasing lately. I recorded them like a year and a half ago, some of them. So it's like I would pull it up to like okay, so I'm gonna release it in a week or whatever, and I like pull it up the recording session. I'm like, oh, I should add this in here and like whatever, and then I'll like remix it and then I like release it or whatever. So I'm going back through the questions so you don't have to say it again, Tim. Will the new stuff come out as Life is Short? Yes, Life is Short. I just been putting I think I'm just gonna do all my originals under Life is Short. The last like 10 years, it's been weird with bands for me. I had the early 2010 or something like that. I don't even know when it was. I quit my first band ever, and I like never mentioned that name of that band because I'm still a little heartbroken over that. And then I started Life is Short, and then that also caused some drama and stuff too. But right now, Life is Short is just me. There was a lot of like growing and stuff that I think all we're going through or whatever. But I'm just pretty much like Life is Short is just my band forever now. Like I thought it was gonna like stop, but I'm like, instead of starting a new name and a new Facebook page and like whatever, like I'm just gonna release it as Life is Short. Which, if you guys are watching, haven't heard what Life is Short is, that's my band where we have originals out and stuff. That's why I'm gonna take all these other songs from other bands that aren't bands anymore and the songs aren't on the internet. I want to re-release them like as Life is Short because they're my songs anyways. Like I wrote them. I always wrote the songs for my bands like 99% of the time. So that's why I also want to do that. But I think I'm gonna upload. I kind of want to make like videos for all of them, whether it's like lyric videos or like just punk cover moose style videos, and I have like some ideas for like in-depth videos and stuff like that. But I think I'm just gonna put them all on the punk cover moose channels because it's bigger, and I really don't want to build another YouTube channel and stuff. So I don't know. Lengthy answer. Sorry. I love the song Life is Short. Thank you. I like that song too. Funny fact about that song too, I had originally wrote that for a band like 7 years ago or something, and that was the band I ended up quitting. And this is one of the big reasons, not because of that song, but like I would always write songs. I think the dude, me and him clashed a lot. Like he didn't like my style of writing anymore, and like it just drove me to the point where other stuff too. It just drove me to the point to quit. But that was one of those songs. It was like the song is really stupid, and like he didn't say that, but basically it made me feel that way. So I released it, and it ended up being our most popular song. It's funny how that works out, isn't it? Any plans to do new Green Day in the style of Dookie Green Day? That is actually a really good idea. I never thought of that. I have been busy lately working at the warehouse because people need groceries during a pandemic, apparently. But that's a good idea. I started to listen to that album, and I'm not a fan of the style of music. That's like White Stripes kind of stuff. It's cool. I just like punk rock, man. I mean, I feel like I should probably still give it a fair chance. I was kind of expecting something else, I think. Usually things I don't like right away, I usually end up loving. But, I don't know. Doing it as a Dookie style, that's cool. I think a lot of people would vibe with that for sure. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely quarter notes on that boy. Oop, early. Da 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 da. Do a little fill boy in there. It's crazy how good I've gotten at just programming fills. Like I just hear it and then I just like tap it in and I play it back to see if I did it right. You do something enough, I guess you just get good at it. It's impossible. Feeling some type of way. Punk music is making me happy and pull me out of the funk. Yep. Does punk rock does the same for me, man. Oh wait. All right, Tim. Peace out, man. Thanks for coming to hang out. Stay safe. I think it's some sort of fill. I want to do that pre-chorus differently. See you, Darren. Chord to that chord progression I'm hearing, so what's happening right now? The guitar was out of tune when I recorded this. It's gonna sound bad, sorry. Damn it, this is so weird. Man, I might have to re-record this like now. So out of tune. I had it in my notes this was C major, but it's like it's between D flat and D. So I guess I meant it to be in C major. It's like a step and a half. I guess it's there. Oh, it may also be. How would I? Oh man. I think I know it. I was also out of tune, but it's like a half step up. More than half step. Let me see something real quick. I saw some questions pop up while this is loading. Let's see what y'all's trying to say. Oh, okay. Well, welcome back, Darren. Song idea. You don't want to be that guy. Bowling for Soup style stuff. You don't want to be that guy. Is that a name of a song? You're telling me to do it. A song called "You Don't Want to Be That Guy," but as Bowling for Soup style. Who did that originally? Or are you telling me to do a Bowling for Soup song? So what recording software do you use, and what drum VST do you use? I'm currently transitioning to Traction from FL Studio. Haven't found drum VST that I like yet. Hey Chris, thanks. So who was it that asked that? Jared. So I use Pro Tools because that when I started recording in like 1999, dude. So and this is Pro Tools was pretty much the only software out there. It was like an industry standard. And when I was interning at a recording studio, that's what they used, so that's what I learned. And at this point, old dog, new tricks kind of thing. I do occasionally get software instruments out of Logic Pro X, but I've tried recording with Logic Pro X just to see if I could and if I can learn it. And to me, it's very illogical. Logic is illogical. So I just stick with Pro Tools because I'm fast in it, I'm efficient, and I don't care if I know how to use other programs. I'm not really trying to be an engineer or producer anymore. So as far as drums, I love the Steven Slate stuff. I use, when I'm doing stuff like this, like I'm programming drums, I use, it's Steven Slate drums, but he has multiple drum plugins, and I think I have them all. It's just called SSD Sampler. I used to have Steven Slate drums, I think 3, and then I had to upgrade to 4 at some point when, you know, you upgrade operating system, you upgrade your computer and stuff enough, it just, old programs just have to be rebought and whatever. Now I have 5, I think. When I record live drums, I usually blend samples, depending on the style. Usually for punk stuff, I blend in samples of drums. I usually blend Steven Slate drums with my own samples that I make, typically. And for that, I use his software called Trigger. And I made it sound like there was like 10 drum plugins that I used, but I think that's the only 2. For as far as like acoustic drums, like if you're in a band kind of drums, those are what I use. They're both Steven Slate drums. I mean, I have, like when I program drums for the drums that I've been, or for the covers I've been putting out, like for the last year or so, they've all been programmed. The stuff on my first album was live drums, and people most people I don't think have noticed. Like, people are like, dude, you're an awesome drummer. I'm like, thank you, but I'm not a drummer. I'm not an awesome drummer. I program these. I program how I would play them, but there's probably some stuff that I can't do. I don't know. I've never had to try play it on drums either. So, but yeah, most people don't even know, man. That's what I use. So what was I doing? Oh, I want to add an extra That's why I want to add it. Oh, it sounds so weird. There we go. Oh, what happened to my drums, boy? Shoot. I shouldn't have messed with it. This is the kind of stuff that drives me crazy too, doing this stuff, because it's like not paying attention, I do something goes away, and I gotta like redo it. It is what it is. It was at 12:36. Our last save was 12:30. There they go. Alright, save as. Thank God for auto backups. Oh, that's why I didn't add that note in there. That is. I don't know if that's weird ending. I end the pre-chorus on that chord, but then start the pre-chorus with that chord. Could do that. So, wait, hold on. I'm like trying to transpose this because my guitar was out of tune. Wait, oh my God. What's up, Sam? it's like a half step up, a little more than a half step. So I went from the 1, I think it's in C major. But no, is it changing keys there? What the heck is going on? Not changing keys, I think it's just changing modes. Alright, so anyways, I went from 1 and then a step and a half down. So if we go, went from the 1 to a step and a half. So it'd be like, now how to go again. Okay, yeah, so there we go. Half step. Makes it fun. Awesome. I have to go to the store now. Are you going to be live for a while? I will check back in. Yeah. I think. I don't know. I'm winging it today. I'm off. I was going to go in to work today because I can go in on my days off, but I didn't. So I'm just... This is like on a whim. So, I don't know. Check back. Be careful at the store. So... Nope. What is that quad? Oh, so it goes down, starts at the 1, goes down a step and a half. If we're at the 1, so. Oh wait, that's what I did. So that's the verse and the pre-chorus. What was that again? I'm trying to figure out an old thing that I wrote and it was out of tune, so I need to like re-record it so I can do the drums because it's driving me crazy. There we go. I'm like trying to transpose an out of tune part. It's like, it's annoying. Could do that. I don't know. Starting to kind of feel stuck again. Getting hungry. the hell was I just playing? I'm also trying to do something that I usually don't do, which is a lot of times I would just write like these demos, and if I was in a band, I would take them to the band and we would work it out and then re-record it, which would make sense. Like I would just make the demo to show the guys. And when I started doing the covers, I was also doing the same kind of thing. Like I would make a demo and I'm like, okay, cool, I like this, and I would like re-record it, which is kind of like how they at least used to do it in studios. Like, you know, a band would bring demos or have ideas for songs and record the demos at the studio, like that the label set them up with or whatever, and then re-record it like as like the final product or whatever. But I've been trying to cut that whole step out. Like right now I'm gonna like redo these guitars because they're out of tune. So instead of just like redoing them as a demo and then doing them again as like the final version, it seems like it makes sense saying it out loud, but when you're in an old process, you just kind of, you know, do the same thing. Tend to do the same thing, I guess. Alright. Well, there's also that going on. All right, let's is going on with all my levels? That stuff is super loud and these guitars are super quiet. What is happening?